Different, very different. Different. I'm Ray of Sunshining. I'm so glad that you're here with me today.
Unforgettable. That's what you are.
So out of all the dozens of all my before videos, there's none of them.
Different.
There are none of them.
I'm ecstatic that you're here with me today.
They're titled Different.
I'm Ray of Sunshine, and I'm different.
Different.
In lots of ways than lots of other people. Hey, so are you. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm in the process of discovering what different I want to hold on to and what different I want to eliminate.
So I'm dedicating this broadcast to different.
Let me stop the wobbling here. I'm so glad that you're here with me today.
Doing something different, to discover something different, to make a difference.
Well, if you don't know why you're here yet, stick around because, well, that's what I do. Learning, loving, and loving living. I do. So that's about all of my videos. That's what this series is all about. I help you figure out. I'm Ray of Sunshine, and I'm different in lots of ways than lots of other people. So are you.
Vibe up. That's why you're here. That's what we're here for, to vibe up.
And that's why it's important for you to go back and take a peek at one of those videos that'll be in the box on the side of my head, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you may remember. Some of you might remember that particular musical selection by some of the top contributors were Nat and Natalie. Trauma. And I particularly liked that version with both of them together, which Natalie developed right after her father passed away. What you're doing here on this program, and I'll have some good suggestions. You know, I have so many exciting things going on, and what you're doing here on this planet. And at the end of this video, I have, there'll be a couple of boxes at the side of my head, and I'll have evolutionary process. As you may know, I've been using my new Oracle different ways. And during this particular segment, we're in the middle of the M's, but that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about today. And filming it for your viewing pleasure. So that would be one of the reasons why you'd want to go back. And all is all. The biggest reason you'd want to go back there. I'm going to send you far back to one of them because I want you to see the difference. What makes me happy? Whose happiness am I here for? Unforgettable. The unforgettable you. The unforgettable uniqueness of you. We're transitioning to get us all to come together here on the same page.
I'm serious.
It's all about learning to rise above, learning to refocus, learning to deliberately focus on. So that would be one of the reasons why you'd want to go back. But before I get into that, transitioning into a different format. And I'm enjoying spending a little time with you. But I've been using the Oracle deck in different ways. This is one I think of unforgettable in terms of, like this great romance and this brand new one that I just got. Romance and this wonderful because somebody probably sent you this video. I'm being infatuated with somebody and they're unforgettable and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? The reason that somebody sent you this video is because this could very possibly be the day that you remember. I started on that Maji, the high priestess, particular journey. I don't know, probably a couple of years ago now, more like 70 years, and who knows, as the day that will change your life. How many lifetimes? From crappy, forever time to be exact, to happy. What I did before I pressed record is I picked a card. Happy. So I know because I use the word change. And change can sometimes be scary because it's a lot of times it's unknown. It's playtime. Create you. And that's all a lesson figuring out about being here in the now. And I talk about this on a lot of my previous videos about letting go of the past because as humans we like familiar. Letting go of the past because the past has served its purpose. The past, if it's familiar is comfortable, and sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable, but I'm telling you, is the past. It's unknown. So, and I don't know, maybe I still seem uptight, but if you think I'm uptight now, you should have seen, in fact, you should go see videos. I'm going to put a couple of links in the boxes on the side of my head at the end of this video. One of them is the one. And as humans, we like familiar. So if it's, familiar is comfortable, and sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, it contributed to creating the uniqueness of you. The kind of changes that I'm here to tell you about today are amazing changes. And that's what I'm here to talk about in my program. I'm going to explain, for those of you who are not able to view me at this moment on this video, one that I did just before this, which would be the L4. I want to explain what the background is to my video today, because that's an integral part of the theme that I'm going to be talking about. And so behind me on my left, to discover the uniqueness of you. And the way we're going to accomplish that is by you sharing this video, just like you got it.
I'm serious.
Just like you got it, somebody probably shared it with you, and you got it on a silver platter. You share it on a silver.
My whole creation is based on the idea.
It represent lots of different things, but let's say in this scenario it represents mystery or the unknown or darkness.
My whole creation is based on the idea of doing something different to discover something different, to make a difference.
That also talks about, for today's topic, and I've spoken about trauma often on a lot of the before videos.
A journey of romancing
myself. And it's something that...
a journey of falling in love with myself.
It probably looks like on my right to you, but anyways, on my left is the moon. In the moon platter, you share it on a silver platter with all the people on your contact list. It's as simple as that. Let me tell you why that would be important. Of the trajectory, of the... I have trouble saying that word. Trajectory that we are on this planet right now. Let me tell you why that might be important. I gather information from lots of places. As you know, tarot card readings, all kinds of...
And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of challenges, too. And
all
that's
kinds of divination, astrology, lots of different places. Lots of places that people have no interest in whatsoever.
And that's what I show.
I was kind of surprised over these past couple of years, really.
So the plan was that I had this message. I was in the process...
Really, to run into so many people who have no clue. Who have no clue that we are...
that I was going to get out in this YouTube presentation. The fun. And one thing I discovered that worked well for me, I was just like anxious to get started, and I got this idea of, why don't I just film the whole process in the process? I had done a lot of redos, and
in many of my earlier videos,
and not only in this whole video presentation, I've done a lot of
dedicating
this broadcast, doing something different, to discover something different, to make a difference. That's why you're here. Vibe up. That's what we're here for. Vibe up. A lot of redos in my life. I am the master of correction.
Dazzling.
With these represent something else. Now, I have some of those stories back in some of my earlier videos, but just like each one of these leaves is an individual process. They all make finding the unforgettableness of me. They all make up a part.
It's not complicated. It's not hard to figure out.
I have over a year now.
Then we all come together on the same page and create the kind of world
contributing to this library
that we believe
of inspiration
we deserve.
I'm serious.
And we're incredible creators, because we are incredible. We are amazing. We are creators. The creators
part of this one tree on this branch. They all make... So, what does that sound like? Certificate, like
created.
It kind of sounds like me and you. And the rest of the world.
A lot of what
the rest of the world
so is creating the world that we desire.
For you.
Darkness or so anyway, shadow could represent the past as examples.
For you. So anyway, you'll see exactly, if you go back to one of those older ones, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about in just a few seconds.
And then on the other side here, on my right side, is
if it's kind of cockeyed, right? I'll try it out. So I can deliberately, what is forgettable, and I talk about that in many of my previous videos,
is the sun. And you might notice that the sun and I are twins. A lot in common, other than the fact that I smile more than him. But besides that, the sun is
all to show what we all got going on.
Twins. We have bubbly, and bouncy, and fun. And
letting go of the past. The past serves its purpose. More like almost 70 years, to be exact. More like almost 70 years.
Picture is chip off the old block. Some of you might have heard the expression, what is it? Spitting image.
That. And so here we are, you and me, being profusely kind to each other.
Fun and
energy in this lifetime. But wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be incredible on this journey? Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing in this now?
Energetic. And that could represent
in our progression.
I've heard it 1.5 million times. Spitting image of my dad, right? Spitting image of my
anyway, look.
Chip off the old block.
I'm hoping that you'll find me unforgettable. There were more individuals.
We've had a lot of New World episodes in our history.
So the thing about eternity,
like about 50,000 years ago,
I've talked about it.
Time that was referred to
individuals who got in on the plan. So that would be one of the reasons why you might want to share this video. But we'll be talking more about things like that. I repeat,
it occurred to me that on a different level.
By the way, if somebody sent you this video, could be they think I repeat a lot of things, a lot of the same things in a lot of my earlier videos, and I'm not
a lot of you.
And I'm not going to repeat a lot of them here because you can go back there and see them. And there's what it is. Imagine. And every once in a while, you got to come back. You got to come back and check in, stay in touch, stay connected. You got to peek your head in deliberately. What I did was
the great leap forward
in a previous video.
Time when we shifted our behavior. We started burying our dead and wearing clothing and that sort of thing.
How it all started was I was bobbing around here on the pond for a while, and I'm thinking.
It was a big shift. And then, there's other examples too, like, depending on your version of history, but there's one that was relatively recent.
Bobbing kind of feels good, and I had times. I used that expression recently in a recent recording about that we're bobbing around here through eternity, which made me think about eternity and that I wanted to talk about.
When a boat from Portugal,
the past has, we're all contributed. We're all to the uniqueness of you equals of the. Now it's time to let it go of the puzzle.
Went sailing out and discovered a new world. It was a new world because it was different. It was so different than anything they were ever familiar with, and that's what we're moving into. A new world. It involves getting used to it. It involves doing something different to discover something different.
I have another video. It goes back a while now. Oh, well, probably this time last year.
And I talk about that on a lot of my previous videos for a reason. There's a reason why you want...
I'm completely naked.
To discover different. And there's a reason why you might want to discover how
I filmed it around in the same pond on an island where I spend a lot of time. You may have, if you've seen me before, you've seen some of my other productions from the island.
With discovering different. So there's a lot of different back there. A lot of different rays of sunshine. Lots of different lessons. Lots of different episodes.
Let it go. Puzzle. And the function that we all have in common is connecting. Be grateful. Be grateful for it. I don't know what that'll give you.
So take advantage of
the island. So the moral of that story is I'm
going to tell you about.
So this particular video, although it could not be naked in this one, in fact, but I'm not. I'm busy bobbing around at the moment. But when I'm done bobbing, I want to talk about eternity some more. My concern about eternity is that deep
down
concern
about
deep down
eternity is that
it seems like such a long time.
Sometimes I remind myself about eternity, like especially if I find that I'm on the verge of becoming
over the edge or something like that.
overwhelmed.
And I get bored easily.
Thinking of eternity reminds me that
I'm just wondering how I'm going to deal with that.
there's no big rush.
However,
Right?
here we are.
We'll never get it all done. Take a little time for learning, loving living. Take a little time to appreciate. If you disappear,
but
there's a crucial. I think it'll make me more accessible. Like, things that you like, things that you subscribe to are likely to pop up on your screen. That's what you're here. That's what you're here for. Learn some things about me. Learn some things about you.
Learn with that. You know what I mean? I'm going to land on Earth. I'm going to land on Earth, and I'm going to show you my outfit.
Well, as you know,
I repeat the same things over
and
again on every single one of my videos.
The way to accomplish that is for you to share this video with some character who otherwise might not have the opportunity.
Right? That's probably how you got this. Somebody shared this video with you. So I don't really have to repeat them here. Any of them. You can do it on any of earlier videos, and I recommend that you do
you're
that. You're going to see instantly. And you're going to see instantly what I'm talking about.
I'm just hit a nudge to stir up the pot a little bit.
Doing something different, to discover something different, to make a difference. That's why you're here. Vibe up. That's what we're here for. Vibe up.
Hey, did somebody send you this video? Here's our opportunity to come together and be on the same page. Hold that thought. Of this experiment. This great experiment. An experiment that no one's ever been on before. The experiment of human-kindness. The experiment of peace on earth. So there's a lot of different going on. A lot of different going on inside. That's what I'm here to draw out. The uniqueness of you. Because we all have something to contribute. We all It's playtime. Create you. So the fate of the world is in your hands.
Sorry to put a damper on your day.